Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another podcast. Sex appeal and looks are two different things. Now, this is like one of those, I always got to revisit it in one angle or another because I constantly get people who think they are the same thing. They're not. Like any astute person could really tell you they're not. Like any guy can tell you about some woman who might not have been that quote unquote dime, but she was sexy as hell. You know, maybe not even his type, physical type, whatever, but something about her made him want to jump her bones, to tear her up. So that's the same thing. Women look at many men. See, there's many of an occasion where a man will try to judge another man's looks, and they'll see this man with this woman and wonder how he got her. Right? Wonder how he got her. A big time that happens is when many dudes see a woman with a thug or a Pookie or Ray Ray. They be like, why she like that skinny dude? Or why she like that dude? He got a little bit of weight on him or something. Right? Never thinking that maybe it's not the looks part. It's the sex appeal part. Right? You know, it's the sex appeal part. Like a lot of guys try to like look at a guy and say, well, you don't get women. You don't look like all that. Well, first of all, a man can't really judge another man's look anyway. Because when a woman looking at a man, she's also feeling him with her vagina. So whenever somebody say that, you know, you can't judge. You can try to gauge it maybe by similar dudes you might have seen with some women. If they look similar, but you don't know because there's a lot of variables in there when you talk about sex appeal, right? There's a lot of variables. It's that X factor. It's a mental thing. It's how you carry yourself. It's how you look at a woman, you know. It's how your voice sounds to her. It's how, you know, it's that cologne you wearing, you know. It's the style of clothes you wearing and stuff. All of that stuff combines to arouse a woman sexually. But you can get a guy who can do that, but by the standards of most people, doesn't look like all of that. He might even be average looking. In fact, and this is something I've seen in life. I've known many dudes who are legitimate dudes who fuck multiple women. Not dudes who get in comment sections and say they've been with all these women. I'm talking about dudes where I've known the women. Right? Now, the most common denominator is actually their body build, but never their face. Some dudes might be considered ugly or even average by some women. Because when it comes to sex appeal, ain't about her eyes and the aesthetics. It's about who can make her scream. And a lot of that just come down to some dude. If a dude got that vibe or something, like he will have that woman screaming, or he will pick her up, slam her against the wall or something, or be able to pick her up. Or he just get that vibe that he gonna like really satisfy her. That's going to turn the woman on more so than some other dude. In fact, a lot of women will reject a good-looking dude if he look too innocent or too clean cut. Because if he don't look like he'll get like sweaty or something in the bedroom. Real talk. That's why it's two different things. Like sex appeal, that dude got to look like he can fuck. That's the most important look anyway. If you're trying to just get sex, you need to look like you can fuck. I've had women tell me this. This ain't some shit I talked with a group of men who don't know anything. Women have told me this. They say, why they mess with a certain dude? He say he can fuck. Or he look like he can fuck. Right? I even told that story several times. Like this story when I was working on this job. And I'm got big glasses on looking all nerdy. But this fine ass sister on there told two different people, a man and a female. They came back at me and told me. They said, yeah. She wants to get with you because she said Rom looked like a nerd, but he looked like he can fuck. So it's like, boom, those are two different things, right? And you got to understand and see a lot of dudes who, because I just did a podcast about the whole looks thing, and I keep trying to tell dudes, no, women, a lot of times when you see you can't figure out why, it ain't money, it ain't that dude's looks. He might even be some like heavy dude, right? Or a slim dude. I was like, well, ask the woman how she see the dude sexually. Like you see some like slim dudes who be having some women, but a lot of women be thinking a slim dude got a big dick. Right? Or you get some big dudes, you get some of those big dudes, they just got that aura about them look like they'll dominate a woman. Like women in general want to be dominated in a bedroom. They want somebody who's going to come in there and take charge. So you can be about 450 pounds overweight or something, but if you carrying yourself like you got some power, women going crazy. It's that power. It's hard for dudes to understand this because a lot of dudes got it in their head, that propaganda, women don't want sex the same way. It's like, nah, they want it more. They want it more. I still never forget. I was on Facebook. There was a thread. A woman asked the question, how many of y'all had sex with 2 different men in a day? That was a long ass thread. That was 100 unique responses, at least. Because I was like, damn, this shit, they still going with this shit? So women be wanting that. So if they want the sex, they going to look for somebody who look like they can fuck. A dude with a certain bone structure don't necessarily look like he can fuck. That's that whole thing behind the bad boy thing. When they looking for that attitude, something that says this dude will get down, he ain't gonna judge him. Because sometimes if a dude look too clean cut, they feel like, a woman feel like this dude might judge them in the bedroom, right? You know? And, you know, they just want to get down. Now, they might marry the clean cut looking dude. You know, after they done had their fun on the carousel, they might marry him and stuff. They might say, oh, you know what, you know, I'm ready to settle down. The dude might be cute enough that, you know, the kids won't look too bad. Boom. But then, yeah, that'd be that time when she'd be like, it'd be 4 o'clock in the morning. The woman be like, well, you know what, baby, I got to go to the store. Be like 4 o'clock. It's like, yeah, you know, it's empty in there and everything. She come back home about 10. Well, you know, you should be like, yeah, baby, well, you know, there was some stuff and I had to stop here and there and stuff. Ain't shit open. But you might get some dude to believe that. Because they will do that. Because understand, even when women cheat, that motherfucker don't have to be Adonis. He really don't. You might have some who are an Adonis, but that dude just need to look like he can fuck. He can talk dirty to him. You know, he'll let their inner freak come out. Because that's the look they looking for. They looking for a dude who look like he ain't going to judge them sexually. Now, if the shit is still too abstract for some people, because it can be abstract. One of the problems I see out here, if a person hasn't really lived that life, where either they just fucking a lot of women or they know men who are fucking a lot of women, and they trust me, the two groups don't hardly mix unless they relatives, right? But to understand that, I'm going to use the example from TV, Family Matters. Steve Urkel and Stefan Urkel, right? Steve Urkel, you notice, only thing that changed, really, they played by the same actor. Only thing that changed was Urkel had swag. That's the only difference. Women would go crazy over somebody like that. The way he walked, carried himself, how he talked. Shit, that was catnip to women. That's the difference. That's the damn difference. See, a lot of guys got to understand. See, that's why, like, sometimes people will wonder what I'm bringing different to the game. My shit has always been about developing sex appeal. My shit is always, if you read Nice Guys and Players and Sexual Chemistry, that's what it's all about. I'm telling you how to be more sexually appealing. And here's the thing. That feedback has come from women. See, a lot of guys don't want to ask a woman what they actually want. Because they be like, oh, nah, that's simping. And I was like, hold up, man, hold up. You trying to fuck these women, you can at least find out who they going to fuck better. And that's actually helping you. That's helping you. That's telling you what. And I tell you on a practical level, a dude with sex appeal ain't spending money. In fact, he might get paid because some of the pros who are at it, who develop this shit, and develop the ability to arouse a woman sexually, those are the ones that women cook for without asking. Those are the ones they chase. Those are the ones even the dimes go for. Because you know why? The dime, she still got a vagina. That's the whole point of the whole sexual underworld. That's why when people talk, I don't pay any real attention to them unless they can show some evidence they've been in the underworld. Then they'll know all of this. But yeah, they're two different things. And if you work on that, stop worrying about your facial features. Stop worrying about some shit you can't control. And say, hold up. Let me work on my walk. Let me work on my confidence. Let me work on my skills sexually. Let me learn how to talk to a woman in such a way that she'll get turned on by my words. I can move her with my words. You work, that's game. You work on that shit, boom, you in there. All right. Like I said, I know what clothing I can put on to get attention from a woman. Shit. Y'all motherfuckers just don't know. I still hold back publicly because the game is to be sold and not told. So anyway, right? That's all I got for now. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace and blessings.